For the range of motion orthosis or the yoke orthosis, we start with a pencil test, and this just tells us if the person is a good candidate for this type of orthosis. So you can see that we're placing the middle finger in hyperextension and then having the person go into flexion, checking out those sagittal bands to make sure that they're intact. To figure out how much material you need to use a tape measure in the actual pattern of the splint and then measure that onto the splint material. After the material comes out of the splint pan, I typically fold it into thirds. That way it's small enough that it's going to clear the PIP creases. For the fabrication of this splint, we're placing the material underneath the hyperextended MCP joint of the middle finger and then wrapping either end of the splint material back underneath and really pushing that middle finger into hyperextension. After donning the splint, you want to make sure that the patient has correct angulation of the fingers, meaning that the fingers are angulated toward the scaphoid. This will ensure proper alignment and better healing of the soft tissue. If you find that the patient isn't in enough MCP hyperextension, you could always place a piece of foam underneath the middle finger, and that's going to bump them up into better hyperextension. Now we're going to do the opposite way. So we're going to be making a relative flexion orthosis. So again, we're using our pencil to do the pencil test, making sure that we're getting that middle finger into relative flexion compared to the index finger and the ring finger. Again, we're using the tape measure to measure out how much material we need, following the pattern of the splint. When molding this splint, we're starting with the material wrapped over the dorsal aspect of the middle finger and then going around the index finger and the ring finger and then pushing that middle finger into relative flexion as compared to the two fingers surrounding it. You can see that the therapist is actually pulling the index finger and the ring finger up into hyperextension to really increase the degree of relative flexion of the middle finger.